flesh? What's good with the family? If you can hear me loud and clear, put a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me loud and clear, put a 1 in the chat. I want to talk about this protest that's taking place right now in the streets of America, man. In the streets of America, we have a No Kings protest that's taking place on the backs of Donald Trump and the rest of the politicians and the government of this country. And we want to talk about what's going on right now on the streets of America. Tina Marie, what's good with you, sis? I see you, Tina, in this thing. Tina, welcome back to another live. Hope you're doing well, sis. Hopefully everything is well where you at. And I hope you and your family is safe. And it's not being affected by what's going on out here. Yeah, so if y'all can hear me loud and clear as y'all come in, put a 1 in the chat. And just let me know y'all can hear me and see me like y'all need to. Put a 1 in the chat and hit the like button for your boy one time. You dig what I'm saying? And we're going to get into this discussion about what's going on out here on these streets of America. Xavier Askins, what's up with you, Xavier? Welcome back to another live. I see you, Xavier. Good to have you back. Joining with us here on this live today. Hope everything well with you too as well, Xavier. You and your family. Hope you're not being affected by none of this craziness that's going on out here right now. Tina Marie say, hey, bro, I am good hope. All is well over there. Okay, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. And I'm glad to hear that you okay, sis. I just been hip to how serious things been. I didn't been looking into the news. I haven't been paying attention to the news, nothing. But I keep running into people like, man, it's getting serious. It's getting out of hand. And so I said, let me go on live and address it with my people on live today. I know a lot of people right now probably out with the family or out chilling or shit. They probably tuned in to what's going on right now across the streets of America. And so I want to just come in and shed a little clarity, of a little light, and give my thoughts on what's going on. Xavier Askins, good to see you, bro. We good over here. That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm just checking on my family, making sure my family is good, man, because I'm in California. I'm in San Francisco, and where I'm at right now, they actually is protesting not too far from where I'm at. And so, you know, it's a lot going on out here right now, especially in LA, man. LA is off the chain. Chicago is off the chain. New York is off the chain. Indianapolis is off the chain. It's going down everywhere, man. San Diego, California is off the chain. People is just running rapid right now in the streets of America, man. And I'm going to tell y'all like this before I start answering questions and get started. Donald Trump. I'm not against Donald Trump. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I don't side with neither stance. I'm an independent. I don't do the politic thing. You know what I mean? I stand for righteousness. I stand for the Most High. I stand for the people. I'm an activist. I'm a humanitarian, but I ain't with the political shit. But what I see, and I'm going to tell y'all this, I see we on the brink of war, man. I see us heading into some kind of war, whether it's civil or whether it's World War III. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, the shit how this escalated from the immigration protest to how it escalated right now, this shit looks like a setup to me. And I'm going to be real with y'all. This shit looks like a setup. It really do. So Tina Marie say, I'm glad you addressing this because I heard of this, but I don't know what is going on. Tina, it just hit me out of nowhere. I'm you know, doing what I'm doing, living my life. And, you know, I'm running into people and they like, hey, have you checked the news? I'm like, nah, what's going on? They like, America is going crazy right now. Everybody protesting. So I didn't know about it either, sis. I didn't know nothing about this national protest. I didn't know nothing about it. I knew about the immigration protest that started in LA. I think I addressed that in a few of my videos that I did some time ago. But I didn't know that it spread it like this. I didn't know that they had a No Kings protest all across the country. I didn't know that. So I'm like you, Tina. I'm new to it too. And it's crazy out here right now. Cheeto, what's good with you, Cheeto? My brother Cheeto say, I'm a rapper. Can you give Cheeto a shout out? Shout out to Cheeto. Go subscribe to Cheeto channel. My brother is an up-and-coming rapper, man. Shout out to my brother Cheeto, man. Yeah. I see you, my brother. Keep doing your thing. Peace and blessings to you. Yeah. Wish you nothing but the best. Bird King in this thing. What's good with you, Bird King? How you doing, Bird King? Hamilton in this thing. What's good with you, Hamilton? I see you. Dan in this thing. We got Speedy in this thing. I'm an independent too. My brother Speedy back in this thing. Yeah. Speedy, let me tell you something. I always been an independent. I never been, because I always can see through the bullshit of this whole political structure, this whole governmental experience, this whole governmental, breakdown. I can see through it. So I never was a, blue or red or blue, or, I never can let that get to me when it comes to me hating somebody because they want certain rights for them and their family. And so I never bought into the whole, political thing. And I always been an independent. And, it's sad to see, how things is unfolding in front of our eyes, man, just due to, a certain person being in office by the name of Donald Trump, who a lot of people don't like, who I can agree with to a certain extent, is not doing a good job at running the country. But nonetheless, I mean, it takes you back to, we got to understand, man, this shit look like a setup. I don't know why, but this shit screams setup to me. I don't know what the setup is about, but I got a few ideas of what it can be about. But this shit look like a setup. Sameshio, you look like kind of like King Von. Everybody been telling me I look like King Von. I do not look like King Von, man. I look like True. I've been walking in the grocery stores and shit, and people talking about, hey, man, is you related to King Von? I'm like, hell no, I'm not. I got family from Chicago. My mama from Chicago. I got a lot of family from Chicago, and things like that. I've been to Chicago. All my aunties from Chicago. All my uncles from Chicago. My mama, everybody from Chicago. But I maybe it's in the bloodline or some shit. Maybe he is related to us on my mama's side or some shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? But Dan in this thing, Dan say you a looter. Nah, ain't no looter, my brother. You got the wrong live. Jada the good one. Go check this out, True. Look, I already checked some of it out, Jada, but I'm gonna tell you like this. It's so much shit going on at one time, right? Because where I'm at, they just had a concert. Where I'm at, the city I'm in, they just had a concert. And 2 blocks up the street from the concert, it was a protest. And then 3 blocks up the street from the protest, it was a festival. So it's like all this shit going on at one time, man. I'm trying to figure out what the hell going on out here. Unknown user, tell me about this setup. I'm just, something fishy is about this, unknown. Listen to me, man. Some fishy is about this whole, look how quick this shit escalated. Last week we had the immigration protests, and now out the blue, we have a No Kings protest nationwide, bruh. This shit escalated so fast, bro. You dig what I'm saying? And this man got the Marines out there in LA. He got the National Guards out there. The shit look like Afghanistan, man. It looked like baby Iraq out there in LA right now. They blowing shit up. They got tear gas bombs all over the city. It's riots every fucking where. It looked like fucking Iraq, my nigga, 2.0. I'm not even lying, bruh. And so the videos I've been watching, I was just watching a couple lives and shit, bruh. The police is fighting with the citizens out there, bruh. They fighting, fist fighting, all kind of shit, my nigga. You got the citizens out there and in other places, they throwing tear gas bombs back at the police and back at the National Guards. So you tell me what this shit look like to you, unknown. Because this shit look like we leading into some kind of war. You know what I mean? I hope it ain't, but this is what it look like. You dig what I'm talking about? Rare Jude Thomas, Raekwon in this thing. What's good with you, Raekwon? I ain't seen you in a minute, Raekwon Fisher in this thing. Blessings to you too. Blessings to you too, my brother. All praises to the Most High, man. I hope you good. I hope everybody families is good. I hope ain't nobody getting affected by this stuff. And, you know, I wish everybody well, man. And welcome to the live, man. Good to see my people back in the live, man. Real talk. Divine Massey in this thing. It's all a part of the plan, bro. That's how I'm feeling, Divine. I'm feeling the same way as you. I'm feeling like this shit is a setup. You know what I mean? This shit ain't just happen like this out the blue. You know what I mean? Like, this shit was planned. This shit was premeditated, if you know what I mean. I said this shit was premeditated, if you know what I mean. And it done escalated to some shit to where it done got out of control nationwide. And I'm with you, man. This shit was planned, bro. Real talk. Niecy Shawty in this thing. What's good with you, Niecy? Speedy say, they know what they doing. They know exactly what they doing. They know exactly what they doing, Niecy. And I'm gonna tell you what I think what I think they doing. See, we gotta understand, man. Satan is very conniving. And this all come back down to spirituality. So let me tie it together for y'all real quick. See, Satan, no, if I can get them to focus on this shit over here, and I can distract them with this protest and all this shit, I can set some shit up over here that's going to be a part of their demise in the days to come. I said the enemy is plotting, sitting back saying, if I can get them to focus on this protesting shit over here, that give me enough time to set some shit up to where they can't see what's coming to them next. Because if you know anything about the government, they always start war. They always create war. They always create chaos. They always start chaos. If you know anything about the government, especially the government in America, then you should know about that. When everything seems peaceful and everything seems okay and everything seems to be going how we want it to go as citizens, be on the lookout. It's something about to happen. They did the same thing in 2001 with the World Trade Centers. As we was progressing as citizens, you know, from our citizenship and becoming more powerful, they hit the World Trade Centers, man, and they set that whole play up. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to enlighten y'all on what kind of government y'all got. These ain't no damn conspiracy theories. This is real, true, honest to God facts. These people start war. They create chaos when they got something else that they trying to distract you from keeping your eyes on. I'm telling you right now. And I'm telling you, man, right now is to get close with the Most High, man. Hey, it ain't time to be playing, man. Eric Frank. I used to be independent. Now I'm a libertarian. Healthcare for all, education for all, less government control and power. Let me be me. I respect you, brother. God bless you, Eric. To each his own. Everybody, you know, is into what they into, Eric. You know what I mean? And you know, to each his own, man. You know, I don't hate Democrats. I don't hate Republicans. I don't hate people that feel like they should be, you know, into libertarian or whatever. To each his own. I'm a humanitarian. You dig what I'm saying? I'm for humanity. I'm for the better cause of humanity. And before all that, I'm a man of God. I'm a child of God. Before all that, I'm a man of God. And I'm going to tell you like this, man. This shit seems fishy to me. How quick this shit done escalated in the amount of days. You dig what I'm talking about? And, you know, when them National Guards came out there to L.A., because at first it was OPD, and then the National Guards got out there, but when the Marines hit the street, When I seen the Marines hit the street and I start seeing them tanks, it's tanks in LA right now blowing shit up. When I start seeing them Marines hit the streets of LA and them tanks was moving throughout LA streets, I said, bruh, this shit don't look good, bruh. This shit don't look good, man. Now this shit different. You know what I mean? Because, of course, they'll send the National Guards out and they'll send ATF out. And a lot of other, people will come out and they'll try to stop the protest to keep it from escalating. But when I seen them tanks come out, man, when I seen them tanks hit the streets of LA, I said, bro, this shit don't look right, bro. This shit don't seem right here, my nigga. This shit don't fit well with me right here, dog. You dig what I'm talking about? And like I say, if we know anything about this corrupted ass American government, we know they love to start war, man. They love to start war. You feel what I'm talking about? To keep people distracted from the true cause and the true purpose and what they really got going on. You feel what I'm saying? So hope everybody, families is all right. Get close with God, man. We don't know what this world coming to, y'all. We know what it say in the book of Revelations. We know what it say in the end of times. And I'm telling you, man, if we ain't living in it right now, we ain't too far from it. I'm going to just tell you that right now, because everything is going according to prophecy. Everything is going according to biblical prophecy and revelations, man. And all I'm telling you is, man, get close to the Most High, man, because we don't know what the hell this world is coming to. We got the wrong leaders and the wrong people that's trying to lead the world that don't have no spiritual awareness or not spiritually sound and don't have no empathy, love, compassion in their hearts to lead people in the first place. We got wicked people out here trying to lead a world full of people who's uncertain about their future and their destiny. And I'm telling you right now, man, this shit look fishy to me. That's all I'm saying. You feel what I'm talking about? Divine say, they want this to happen. They want it to happen, Divine. I agree with you, brother. I'm with you. Random guys say World War III. Random. This shit look like World War III on the streets out here, man. Chicago even got it going on. Indianapolis, New York. This shit nationwide, right? I'm just trying to think, because I'm minding my business today. I went to the gym today, got a good workout in, went to go eat. And I'm just trying to think, like, this shit escalated so fast, y'all. Just 2 weeks ago or last week, we had the immigration protest with, immigrants and Latina Americans and Mexicans and things like that, which I hate to see them go through that. But look, it really ain't too much, the laws is the laws, man. You know what I mean? But the shit escalated so fast. And now nationwide, they got a no kings protest, meaning that Donald Trump, so let me break it down for people who don't understand the no kings protest. They had a no kings protest nationwide today because they say Donald Trump is trying to become a king. And we is in a democracy, meaning that a democracy is when the people makes up the rules and when the people has say-so and engagement to the rules and how the society functions. So I'm gonna just give y'all a little insight on what democracy is. And so America has been a democracy for a long time. You know what I mean? And so people feel like their voice is not being heard. They feel like Donald Trump has become to the point to where he's sovereign over America. And no president is sovereign over America. You dig what I'm saying? That's why you're a president. You're not a king. It's a difference between a president and a king. Now, a king is sovereign over whatever nation that is sovereign over. You dig what I'm saying? And if y'all know anything about the Bible, we know about back in the days, in the biblical days, in the ancient times, you had kings who were sovereign over the nation, meaning that, whatever the king say goes, that's what goes. People have no say so, but we not in those times no more. America is a democracy country. We in a democracy. You know what I mean? And so they saying Donald Trump is abusing his authority by interacting with the American people as like a king will. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm just giving y'all a little bit of clarity and insight on these things. You feel what I'm saying, that y'all probably don't know about. And so that's why they got the no kings protest, meaning you not a king, bruh. You just the president. Stop treating us like we peasants because you not a king. This is a democracy. And we as the people have say so, and we make up the country. We make up the rules, and we have say so too what goes on in this country. And so that's what this is all about. Just to give y'all a little bit of background. John Jones say this dude is on Grindr. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, John Jones. Benjamin say, hey, I seen you on Grindr. On Grindr? What the hell is Grindr? John Jones say they seen me on Grindr. And Benjamin say, hey, I seen you on Grindr. I don't know what Grindr is. John Jones say, facts, this dude is definitely on Grindr. John Jones say, I think, nah, bro, that ain't me. That ain't me, John Jones. That ain't me, bro. I don't know who you talking about. That ain't me, bro. I don't have no OnlyFans. I don't associate with none of that, my brother. Raven Holiday say, divide and conquer. John Jones say, anyone else can confirm? Look, it ain't me, bro. So I don't know what you're talking about, John Jones, but all peace and blessings to you though, my brother. That will do. Dude is wild. Donald Trump is crazy, man. My devil is a simple magic trick. Speedy say, yeah. D Django won. That will do agree. Save the manatees. Who is this? And Glorious Crackers say, what did the I don't know what's up with Trump, Cracker. I'm gonna ask you not to use that kind of language on the live. I'm gonna give you a chance, my brother. I left the chat open. I normally don't leave my chats open because it'd be a lot of trolling going on, and it'd be a lot of people coming in here with the wrong intentions. I understand you probably don't like Donald Trump and all that stuff, my brother, but let's keep it professionmal. Let's keep it respectable in the chat, y'all. Demai Devil say glorious. Django say America. Speedy say facts. Dr. Thermite, American first. Yeah, man, we got to protect our country, but shit, this ain't looking too good, Dr. Thermite. CJ in this thing, my brother CJ in this thing. What's good with you, CJ? My brother True, sending much love to you. Sending much love back to you, CJ. Welcome back to the live. Good to see you back in the joint, my brother. Hope everything well with you and your family, man. Real talk, man. Y'all be careful out here because it's getting crazy. Real talk. My Devil say sound. They are Jezzy Chaz say who was in Paris. I don't know who you talking about. It looks jiffy to me. Canine Crackers any okay, y'all. Look, I'm telling you, I'm trying to be nice. So let's keep it clean. Lily Gilday, what's good with you, Lily? Welcome to the live. Speedy say this is intentional. It definitely is, bro. It definitely is intentional. It's definitely intentional. But my thing, Speedy, Donald Trump, when Donald Trump first got in, when Donald Trump was at his rallies and shit before he became president, his second run, he told y'all he was gonna do this shit. He told a lot of the immigrants that he was gonna do this shit, and they still voted for him. And so it's not like the man that warned the people, you know, that he wasn't going to do this shit. It's just that it's escalated to some shit to where now American citizens is being affected by this shit too. And so, you know, it's looking like World War III right now across the country. I'm going to keep it real with you. D Django, everything is starting to look like 2020 all over it again. Hey, D Django, you know what's crazy that you just said that, D Django? I just seen that they said COVID is starting to spread again, bruh. Oop, I ain't mean to say that word. I ain't mean to say the word. We got to be careful with the word. They said the 19 is starting to spread again. And my thing is, man, y'all got to be careful out here. We don't know what the hell these people is trying to do, man. You feel what I'm talking about? Donald Trump, this dude is an agent of darkness and an agent of chaos. And this goes along with him and the rest of the government structure that's behind him. Because you got tanks out there on the people, man. Tanks, bruh. Not little guns, not assault rifles, not AR-15s. He got tanks, man. Tanks. This don't look good to the American people. This don't look good to other world leaders across their nations. They looking at us like, damn, look at them Americans, man. He can't even control his own people. Look at that shit getting out of hand. Just think about what the foreigners saying about us, man. They looking at us like, damn, look at them Americans, man. They going through it. And this will all be documented in history one day. See, let me tell y'all something. History will be made in these days that we living in. See, just like we look back 100 years and we like, damn, they was going through it. That's how the people in the future gonna look at us like, damn, they had to go through the 19, they had to go through 2020, they had to go through all these riots and all these, you know, outrageous prices, and was dealing with economic issues. One day we is gonna be in history in these times that we living in right now. Just like our ancestors and our grandparents once upon a time was in history and was, you know, they was living through it. Just like, you know, just like they was living through it, we living through it right now, and we experiencing this shit firsthand. And one day this shit is all gonna be history. And I'm telling you right now, something is fishy about what's going on. I don't know what they trying to do to people. I don't know what's coming behind this whole, you know, scramble. But this shit ain't right, man. I'm telling you, and this shit look like it was premeditated. That will do, King Trump, baby. Okay, shout out to you and whoever, you know, whoever you reside with, man. That's your business. Speedy, dictator. Yeah, there you go, dictator. There you go, Speedy. Speedy say, yup. Ruben Wheels in this thing. What's good with you, Ruben? Demon Rat. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that is. That will do. America is a Republican. American is look. I'm gonna be nice with you. That will do. All right, I'm gonna let you slide, man. But whatever your feelings is towards the political foundation and how this shit is playing out, that's your business. All I'm asking for is respect, my brother. You ain't got to come in here name calling. You ain't got to come in here acting like a woman. Or if you a woman, you ain't got to come in here acting like other than, you know, something other than what a woman is supposed to be acting like. So I'm going to allow you to slide. But if you ain't going to respectfully disagree, then I'm going to have to get you up out of here, man. Real talk. Feel what I'm talking about? Speed Rider say facts. Speedy Rider say true 100. Gabby say, damn, that will do. There's nowhere in anything that says we. Okay, so you explain to me what we is then. You explain to me what we is. Gabby, the Constitution. Oh my God. Gabby say, oh my God. NB65, that will do. Quit avoiding me. I will school you. Oh, look, I'm going to just school you and get you up out of here, all right? I'm going to just get you up out of here. I'm going to just get you up out of here. You ain't got time to be playing, bro. Speedy, exactly, okay? Demise say, okay, let me get you up out of here, too. See, this is why I don't leave the chat open. D Django say they trolling. They trolling, D Django. Don't trip. Don't even trip. I know what I'm about to do. I'm about to get him up out of here, though. Speedy Rider said, if you talking to me, I ain't no troll. Yeah. They Speedy, don't even trip. This is something I should have took care of before I started the live, because I knew it was gonna be a lot of trolls. That's why I don't like to leave the chat open. I like to make it subscribers only. You feel what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me do that right now. Let me do that. I can still do that. Let me do that. Let me do that. Let me do that. Yeah. There we go. So we just made it subscribers only. So it is what it is. NB65 say like, I don't know about all that. Let me get you up out of here. I don't know who they talking to, Democrat Rat. Don't even pay him no attention, bro. They trolling. He's speaking the truth. Said hi. Okay, DJ Boo in this thing. What's good with you, DJ Boo in this thing? Super Dave 44. Where's the money? What you mean, where's the money? What you talking about? Expound on that, brother. Cynthia, thanks for explaining the king things. Definitely worry how this country is going. Yeah, it's serious. They say Donald Trump is abusing his authority, is abusing his power as a president. They say he's operating as a king right now. And you know, shit, we know how it is when kings once ruled over certain nations. It wasn't too good. It was a lot of blood spilled. And so, you know, hopefully everything clear up. Hopefully everything don't escalate to where it really get bad. But who's to say if it don't get no worse than what it is right now, Cynthia? So best thing we can do is just, you know, hold tight to our loved ones, be aware of our surroundings, and watch who we interact with. You dig what I'm talking about? Because you never know who is low-key an agent, who an agent or a sheep in wolf's clothing. You dig what I'm talking about? Because they out here right now. Nail say if you're not working, it's all bad. Trump about to make it hard. Yeah, I agree, Nail. Donald Trump, I'm gonna tell you about this, Nail. Donald Trump, they said Donald Trump was talking about taking Section 8, you know, Section 8 away. They said he was talking about taking welfare and SNAP and all that shit, food stamps. They said Donald Trump, that shit about to happen like next year, 2026 or 2027. It ain't gonna be no more of that shit. I don't know how true that is, but this is what I'm hearing. So the dude is definitely about to make it hard on a lot of low income families and surviving people that don't have a lot. And I think this shit is really all designed. It's all planned. It was premeditated. And we as the people, we got to understand something, y'all. We hold the power to this shit. And this go for people all across the world. We hold the power to our destiny. We hold the power to our future. But where they get us at is they keep us distracted on silly shit like football games and basketball games. They keep us distracted on silly shit like, you know, your latest Instagram post or, you know, your latest your latest streamer and what happened to your latest streamer and your latest content creator and your latest celebrity and celebrity gossip and these whack-ass entertainers. They keep us distracted on low vibrational things. And that's where they gain their power over us from. They keep us distracted on low vibrational things and low vibrational people. And that's where they gain their authority and their power over us from, by keeping us distracted. If we all right now at the sound of my voice was to say, fuck this shit, we ain't living like this no more, things have changed in a snap of a finger. Things have changed overnight. But we as the people got to remember, the power is always in our hands and it's always on us. You feel what I'm saying? To speak up when shit ain't right. And so, you know, I hope everything, you know, gets solved in the right manner. I don't want to see nobody in LA or across the nation getting blew up by tanks and shit like that. That ain't something we want to see. We ain't ready for that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, you is. Speedy. You a female. You a female. Okay? Speedy is a Speedy Rider 47 is a female, okay? It will help if you had an avatar, Miss Lady, Speedy. It will help because you is one of my main commentators. You one of my main supporters, you know, on this channel. Get an avatar, you know what I mean? Get an avatar. That way I can know, you know what I mean? Nail. And what states? And what states what, Nail? Because nationwide is going down. Speedy Red say, man, Tonka Trump King. Yeah, that's what they fighting for. Super Dave 44. I think you could say COVID again. Yeah, it's crazy, bruh. You know, you can't say that mysterious name nowadays. They'll cut your whole live off, bruh. So I be trying to use other words and shit. Darrell Dewey Jr., this guy is crazy. Yeah, ain't that crazy, man. Dave Hoxton, they call Nimbus now. Who called Nimbus? What you talking about? Tunka Tanks. Yeah, Tanks, Tunka. Tanks with a T. Nail say EBT, that's out of Trump. About to stop that in my eyes. Yeah, he's talking about stopping EBT, SNAP. He talking about stopping Section 8. And he's saying if you do want it, then you got to work a certain amount of hours to be qualified to get the shit. I'm like, damn. That nigga, he about to make it hard on people, man. Speedy Router say, facts, True Media. Norfolk, Amway, EBT should stop, get a damn job. I agree, Norfolk's to a certain degree. I see what Donald Trump, what picture he trying to paint. It's a lot of people who's on EBT, been on EBT, forever might be on EBT, and they not trying to get no job. They not trying to get, to a place to where they can take care of themselves. It's really literally dependent on the government. And I think that's dangerous. I think EBT and shit like that, Section 8, low income housing, I think that shit should be for the people who really need it. You know what I mean? Like, if you really need it, then I think that should be for people like who really need it. But if you just don't need it, you can get a job, or you can start your own business, or you shouldn't be dependent and relying on the government. And I think that's what Donald Trump is saying. Like, we tired of lazy people. People can't just be relying on the government. And I agree to a certain degree. Like, because you messing it up for people who really need the shit. You know what I mean? Like, you making it oversaturated for the people that really need Section 8, for the people that really need, food stamps and welfare. You know what I mean? And so I agree to a certain point. And you got to understand, that's where our tax money go to. So if we paying all these taxes, because I know how the system go. I know how this shit is I know how this system is set up. I do my homework on a lot of this shit. That's why I'm able to talk about a lot of this stuff. But it's like, it's not fair for taxpayers. It's not fair for us to pay all these taxes to basically fund your lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like, why we got to be the ones that fund your lifestyle, and our tax money is not going towards the things that benefit us. It's only going towards the things that benefit you. You know what I mean? And so I understand, like to a certain degree, I understand why he trying to do this shit. But, I just feel bad for a lot of people who's not, who's dependent on it or who's relying on that shit. Darrell Dewey Jr. say, I'll vote Trump again for president than any other lefties. That's a fact. That's your business, man. That's your business. Kate Mallory in this thing, dealing with. Okay. Kate, welcome to the live, Kate. Hope everything well with you and your family. Super Dave 44, thumbs up. Thumbs up to you. Right back to you, Super Dave. Hope everything welcome. Excuse me. Blah, 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 blah. Hope everything going good with you, man, with you and your family, Super Dave. I see so many people commenting. I'm trying to keep up. I'm looking at your comment, and I'm looking at everybody else's comments. So I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to speed it up so I can keep up with the live, because it's moving real fast right now. But Super Dave, thank you, man, for being a part of the live. Hope everything good with you and your family, man. And be careful out here, man. Norfolk, victim mentality, typical. Who you talking about? Who you talking about, Norfolk? Put a name on it. Speedy say, Trump nor any man gonna save you. I agree. That's why I don't vote. That's why I'm not into that stuff, because I feel like it's outdated, if I'm being real with you. In this day and age, of course, I think you need some kind of construct of government in a way. But the way that it's set up, people don't even understand that, you still got to fight for you and your family. You still got to make sure that you go out here and do what you need to put yourself in the best position to benefit you and your family. Donald Trump ain't going to save you. Barack Obama ain't going to save you. Kamala Harris wasn't going to save you. Oh, Biden not going to save you. These people is people, man. It's everybody for theyself in a way. And I'm going to tell you like this. If you ain't got God in your life, it's going to be hard, man. It's going to be hard. Because, see, having the Most High in your life, it gives you stability. It gives you a foundation, something to stand on. It gives you room to breathe. See, the reason why a lot of people is focused and worried about the things that's going wrong in the nation on a day-to-day basis because they don't know who the Most High is. They ain't got no God in their life. They ain't got no establishment, no relationship with the Most High. And so they always worried about what can, what will, or what might go wrong. You dig what I'm talking about? And I'm telling you, man, the reason why these people think like that and they worry themselves to death because the government is their God. I repeat, the government is their God. And so when the government don't do what they promised to do, or when the government don't do what they want them to do, they get mad at the government. They take their frustrations and their problems out on the government. But see, me, the government ain't my God. See, my God sit high and my God look low. And so I deal with a sovereign God that's sovereign over the world, man. All nations, seen things that's seen and unseen. You feel what I'm talking about? So I don't worry about what the average American worry about. You know what I mean? Even though I'm aware, it's a difference from being aware and being worried. If you worried about this shit, then yeah, it's going to get to you. Yeah, the shit is going to affect you. But when you aware about it, you paying attention, but you still focusing on making sure that you got to do what you got to do for yourself and your family. You feel what I'm saying? We not depending on nobody to save us. And that's the difference between me and a lot of people. And that's the difference between the chosen spiritual children of God and the rest of the world. They focus on, oh man, why this law didn't get passed? Oh man, why government is trying to take away EBT? See, the chosen ones of God, God's children, God's messengers, God's prophets, we not worried about that stuff because we know, man, we protected, man. We divinely protected, man. And I'm going to tell you like this. No matter what goes on, we know that the Most High is going to come to our aid to make sure that we got what we need. I say, no matter what goes on, man, we know that the Most High is going to come to our aid and make sure that we got what we need. So we not worried about all these different things that's taking place. We aware, but we not worried. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So I have to break that down one time. Okay, let me go down. Double tap the screen. Yeah, y'all hit the like button. My brother Super Dave say double tap the screen for your boy True. You know I'm going there, Super Dave. Shout out to my brother Super Dave 44 in the building, man. With all the support, I appreciate you, man. Real talk 100, man. It's all love. Daryl Dewey Jr. say nothing is fishy. Trump is doing good for the people of America. I can agree with that to a certain extent, Daryl Dewey. I see what you're saying, Daryl. I know you ain't being disrespectful. I see you got, you respectfully disagreeing. You ain't name calling and none of that. You just got your own opinion, and that's cool. You might be a Trump supporter, and that's cool, my brother. No doubt. But I'm on the outside looking in at all this shit. I'm looking at the Democrats. I'm looking at the Republicans. And I'm saying, look, man, they not doing a good job at leading the people. I'm going to tell you, even when Biden was in office, Biden wasn't doing a too fair of a well of a job leading the people. And I don't think Donald Trump is doing a too fair of a well. It's not sometimes what you do, Daryl, it's how you do it, if that makes sense. So I get the perspective Donald Trump is coming from. I feel you, Daryl. Some of this shit got to stop. Like, it's time to focus on the American people. I feel you, Daryl. I'm with you. I'm with Trump when it comes to that shit. You know, I feel what Donald Trump's saying. He's saying, man, I'm tired of all this bullshit. You feel me? I want our rights for Americans like it need to be. You feel what I'm talking about? And so I understand what you're saying, my brother Daryl, but it's how he doing this shit. It's what's causing all this chaos. It's how he doing it. You feel what I'm saying? Now, how he doing this shit, he could have did it in a better way. And I understand sometimes you gotta force, you gotta use your force in hand to get your point across. But come on, man, you got tanks out here, and you got your citizens going wild. At first, it was about immigration, and now you got American citizens protesting. And so this shit can lead to a civil war, my brother. This shit can break out World War III, because what we don't know, or what we not talking about, is what Japan is doing. What we not talking about is what North Korea is doing. What we not talking about is what South Korea is doing. What we not talking about is what Canada is doing. And I'm telling you right now, man, they all watching us go through this shit, and we don't know their intentions of how they really feel about us. And if you know anything about Pearl Harbor, and I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of history, we know about the sneak attacks that Japanese people once snuck attack America and killed a lot of soldiers because we was distracted and worried about the wrong shit. Well, who's to say right now this ain't the right time for them to attack American citizens and we being embroiled against ourselves? And I know I said a lot, but keep up, because I'm going to pull it all back together and I'm going somewhere with it. This shit is deep. This shit ain't just about Donald Trump. This shit is about how you do things and how you lead people, man. Everybody is not a leader, Daryl. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. I don't care what their intentions is. Everybody is not fit to lead people. It's going to always be shit going on in the world. I understand that. But this is not showing the American people nothing to be hopeful about or nothing to boast about and brag about and be proud of. It's making it worse. It's actually making Trump supporters turn on Donald Trump. And I'm not against Donald Trump. I don't hate the man. I'm not a supporter. I'm not a fan of the man either. But I don't hate the man. You dig what I'm talking about? But I'm just saying it's not what you do, Daryl. It's how you do it, man. You feel what I'm talking about, my brother? But you raised a good point, man. Peace and blessings to you, Daryl. Joel say Trump all day. Okay, that's your business. Kate Mallory say Trump 2024. Okay, yeah, we got everybody in this thing. My brother True Rising's in this thing. Did you hear about how they how they paying people $200 to cause chaos? I heard about that. Truth Risings. I heard about that shit. I just heard about that yesterday. And that's why I said a lot of this shit is premeditated. It was planned out. It was scripted. They knew 2020 it was going down. They knew 2021, the World Trade Centers, man, it was going down. They knew 2008, man, it was going down. The economy got shook in 2008. If y'all don't know, I'm a historian too. I'm a humanitarian. I'm an activist. I'm an advocate and a child and a spokesman of the Most High. But I'm a historian too. I know my history, so I can go blow for blow with you. If you know anything about 2008, that was the year that we went into recession. And all I'm telling y'all is we in recession right now again. I say we in a recession right now again, man, in 2025. So they be having certain years marked off. I'm going to tell you how wicked your government is. They be having certain years marked off to do certain things to create chaos in the country so they can keep us distracted at the bottom, so they can always stay 30 years ahead of the rest of the society. Because if you know anything about the military, and I know I'm sidetracking because I know a lot, I gotta say a lot, and I want to inform y'all on a lot that I've been I know about. You feel me? If y'all know anything about the military, they has always been 30 to 40 years ahead of the rest of the society when it comes to technology. The things that we is getting right now in 2025, the military already knew about this shit back in 1995. Okay? So let me just tell y'all a little bit about your corrupted ass government. They know how to keep some shit going and working in their favor because it's premeditated. Meaning that they set it up. All this shit is a setup to get to the outcome that they looking for, to gain the results that they looking for. Okay? That's why we going through all this shit that we going through. It's not outrageous or out the blue to them. Some of it may be. Sometimes they are planning something and it don't go according to plan. That's the honest to God truth. But in most cases, they doing exactly what they sought out to do. You dig what I'm saying? And 2025 was marked on the calendar to do exactly what they doing right now in the streets of America. Okay? And so we got to wake up and we got to pay attention, man. Norfolk and say, how have I been disrespectful? See another. What you talking about? You still ain't put a name on the Northway. I don't know what you talking about, man. Hold on, Northway. Let me do something for you. Yeah, I got to do that to you, man. Young Black Jetty say Donald Trump is an astral being. He plays in the field of belief and believers in his dark heart that he can play on public reactions, spiritual wickedness in high places, and he plays to that. Well, it could be a lot of truth to the spiritual aspect of, a lot of people is suffering from possession. Because one thing about the enemy, one thing about Satan, one thing about the reptilians, the reptilian family. We talking about ancient families way before it ever was a human to walk the face of the earth. We talking about when the Most High created the angels, man, and they rebelled against the Most High, and they all failed. A third of the angels failed, man. Where you think they failed at? Right here on earth. And so the reptilians is a part of that construct. They know who the Most High is. The Pleiadians, the reptilians, all these ancient families. They not exactly humans, but they like, they reptilians. They a different breed of species of humans that's been here for thousands, if not millions of years, way before we even got here. And you think these people don't know what's going on? They is behind a lot of this chaos that's going on. The reptilian agenda and family is behind a lot of this chaos that's going on. And they also have spiritual power too. I said they also have the ability to shapeshift too. So who's to say Donald Trump don't come from that? Who's to say Kamala Harris don't come from that? Because I'm going to tell you one thing right now, man. Everybody that's amongst us is not human. And some people is possessed. And some people will go through the motions of being possessed by these ancient families, reptilians, and it's a lot of other ones that I don't want to name here on this live. But it's a lot of ancient families who's not human, but they can shapeshift and they can create this, distraction, or they can create this plan or come up with this notion that, look, we know how to get you through the mind. We know how to get you through nature. We know how to allow certain spirits to enter into certain people to cause them to do certain things. Yeah, they know this shit. You dig what I'm talking about? So, Jedi, good point. Good point. Now, Donald Trump, is he a part of that whole construct? Is he being manipulated by the ancient reptilian family who know our every move, who know everything about us? Maybe. You know what I mean? But you got to pay attention. And I'm going to tell you one thing like this. They at work too. I said I'm going to tell you one thing like this. They at work too. You think they don't see what's going on, what we doing on this earth, on this planet? Yeah. They see what's going on, and they behind a lot of the shit that's going on. Yeah, I say that they behind a lot of the shit that's going on. I can get into it, man. I'm telling you, man. Talk to me. I talk back. Olivia say, throwing insult in a silver verbal disagreement just shows ignorant. I don't know who you talking about, Olivia, but I've been respectful, and everybody else can vouch for that. So, but I don't know who you talking about, and I'm just speaking on what's going on. You know what I mean? Speedy Rider 47 say there's only on Savior, in my opinion, that's Jesus Christ, not Trump. Look, some people is idolizing Donald Trump. Some people is worshiping this man like he God. And I'm all for everybody believing whatever they and voting for whoever they want, but this man ain't God. He's just a man, okay? And we give all thanks and praises to the Most High on this channel. I don't know what everybody do on their lives and on their channel, but over here, it's the Most High first and the Most High only, man. We don't idolize and worship man. Donald Trump he gotta hit the shitter every morning just like we do. We gotta take a shit in the morning. Donald Trump gotta do the same thing. So we don't idolize or worship no celebrity, no wealthy person, no person that's rich. We don't idolize or worship nobody that has power or has a name or a public figure. We only idolize and worship the Most High, man. All praises to the Most High. That's how we get down over here. Truth rise and say, I got it, don't trip. Okay, yeah. You got it, my brother. Yeah, I see. Yeah, you got it, because they tripping and they been tripping, man. Jocelyn say, what's your political position? I really don't have a political position, Jocelyn. To be real with you, I'm more like an independent. I think for myself, and I'm for human rights all across the board. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And I feel like, I'm still under the dictatorship and I'm being governed by God. God is the only person who I look up to. You feel what I'm talking about? And so anything that goes against God's law, statutes, and commandments, it goes against my law, statutes, and commandments of what I want for the people. So as long as you operating in accordance to God's law, statutes, and commandments, then we align and we on the same page. But the moment you go outside of God's law, statutes, and commandments, I can't deal with you. You for yourself. Because man will tell you, man will justify wrong into being right. I said mankind will find a way to justify wrongdoing into being right. And so I don't do the whole political thing because I know it's all a front. I know it's all a game. And I know it's all a plot to keep us focused and distracted on the wrong shit. So I never been into politics. I never been a Democrat or a Republican. I always just been an outsider. I'm going to put it like that. I don't even want to use the word independent because independent sound too, it sound too, too into that whole field of political shit. I'm an outsider. I'm just an outsider looking in, evaluating what I see. Feel what I'm talking about? Xander, they all just oppressing and mocking the poor. That's all they doing, Xander. See, the real know though, Xander. The real ones know exactly what they doing, man. The real ones know that the rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poorer. I say the real ones know that the rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poorer, man. And I'm going to tell you right now, dog, we got to learn how to come together. If we don't learn how to come together and stick together, these people is going to have our destiny in their hands for generations to come. I said, if we don't learn how to stick together, these people is going to have our destiny in their hands for generations to come. And you think it's bad right now. I feel real bad sometimes for my son, for my nieces, for my nephews, because I don't see no signs of this shit getting better. And, when is enough is enough. You dig what I'm talking about, Xander? When is enough, man. And so, man, we got to stick together, man. Super Dave 44 for real, y'all. Nisi Shawty as a dictator, true. I think it's called a dictator. As a dictator, true. I think it's called a dictator. Yeah, dictatorship. There you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go. A dictator. That's another word for it. I kind of forgot the word about it. Kind of crossed my mind. You feel me? Sander, vengeance is God's. They will slip by themselves. Man, vengeance is always the Most High, man. I'm going to tell y'all something about the Most High, man. The Most High is sitting back watching everything. I said the Most High is sitting back watching everything going on right now, man. Letting people ride the streets. Letting people big themselves up. Letting people worship and honor man like man is God. And God is saying, you still got to deal with me. Yeah. You might think you getting away with what you're doing or what you're talking about. You might be feeling all high and mighty about yourself, but you still got to deal with me. Yeah. You still got to deal with me. You dig what I'm talking about? And I'm telling you right now, man, you better get yourself right with God if you know anything. Real talk. Dreyfus in this thing. What's good with you, Dreyfus? It's been a minute. Xander say it's all distractions. It's all distractions, Xander. That's facts. Dreyfus Roberts in this thing. Greetings to you, King. Greetings to you, Dreyfus. Welcome back to the live, man. Glad to have you back to be a part of another live, man. Hope everything well with you and your family, man. And God bless you, man. Be careful out there, man. Super Dave 44. They want you to look over there while they doing something over here. That's always been their game plan, Dave. Dave, we know this shit, Dave. We ain't stupid. That's always been their game plan. If we can distract them to focus on this shit over here, we can set this shit up over here, and they won't have no idea what's about to get ready to hit them. You feel what I'm talking about? It's crazy, man. They do it every time. Olivia, and we fall for it every time. But I don't. I know what's going on. I know what they doing. Olivia say, like me, needing a heart valve replacement surgery within 2 years. Mortality rate is 99.99%. If untreated via surgery, I've been denied medical twice. I have a 5-year-old. Wow. Well, man, God bless you with that. Olivia say welfare incentives is destruction of nuclear family. My baby daddy wants to be together again, but he will lose his food stamps if he moves into my Section 8 voucher housing with me. Yeah, it's crazy, Olivia. It's crazy how they got it set up, and I agree we need some changes. We definitely need some, we do for some changes. You dig what I'm saying? Welfare, man, all that shit, man, low income housing. They really don't even want the man in the house. And I don't want to get started on colorism because I'm not a racist, but I'm a person that's honest, especially the black man. They really don't want the black man in the house with his wife and kids, man. And the moment you add that man to your you add him to your lease or something like that, they gonna see that shit, and you know, they'll give you hell, man. And I hate that it's like this, but this the honest to God truth. This just the way it is, man. And it's like we do for some changes, and I think the things that a lot of the things that they focus and worried about is the shit that's opposite, that's gonna help the people. They really need to be focused on what's gonna help keep low poverty families together. Homelessness. What you gonna do about homeless? I ain't hear nobody even talk about homelessness. I ain't hear nobody talking about the gun laws and teen carrying guns and going into schools, shooting up schools with guns and shit. They still haven't did nothing about that. It's like, I understand we want change, but all change ain't good change if it ain't the right change. We need the right change. Don't just get in office and try to change some shit to make it seem like you're doing something. I said, don't just get in office to change some shit to make it seem like you're doing something, my brother. Because if you're not changing it for the better of people, all people, not just white, not just Chinese, all people. If you're not making a change for all people, brother, then you're wasting your time, bruh. I'm going to just be honest with you. And the sad part about, this nation, this country, is we know black people always been at the bottom of the totem pole. And I want to get started on this shit, and y'all listen to me well, and y'all listen to me good. I see a lot what's going on. People talking about black people should get into this, these outrageous protesters that's going on right now. But this not our fight. Black people been fighting. Man, we've been fighting for so long for something that belonged to us. This is our shit, man. This is where I get emotional at. This is where I lose my consciousness at. This is where I get riled up at. This is where the truth hurts, as they say. I'm native by blood, man. My grandpa is a Cherokee, man. I got native bloodline all through down my lineage and bruh, do you understand? Our ancestors been here way before a Columbus ever destroyed, ever explored, or, ever came in to see the Americas. It always was natives here, man. Indians, Cherokees, Apaches was once in control of these lands, man. And my lineage, bloodline, man, this is my land, man. And, I get very emotional and in my feelings about this shit, dog. Because when we talk about how things is and when we talk about how things shall be, we know that a lot of the laws that's made up don't work in certain people's favor. It only works for certain people. Let's be honest about this shit. Let's be honest about this shit. And so when people say black people should be out here at the forefront fighting for some shit that belong to us, we've been fighting for it since we've been here. Bruh, that's a slap in the face to our ancestors. Don't say no shit like that. Because we ain't fight for equal rights just for our people. We fought for equal rights for everybody else people too. Chinese people, Latin people, Mexican people, we been fighting, bruh. Indian people. Come on, man. Come on, man. So don't hit me with this is our fight. We been fighting. We been at the forefronts talking about this shit ain't right. When do we get our just due? That's all I'm saying, man. But I digress. The disabled and discarded. Matter of fact, let me shoot to the bottom real quick. Let me shoot to the bottom. Okay, all right. Yeah, man, we got a lot of people in the building. The disordered in this thing say, hey, babe, what's good with you, disordered? I see you in this thing. I ain't been ignoring you. I ain't been dodging you. And ain't none of my content been directed towards you. I just want you to know that I love you. God bless you. And I'm always with you. If you want to reach out, you can reach out. I promise you. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm on a mission for God. Understand what I'm saying, disabled? Understand what I'm saying? I'm on a mission for God. And I got to do this. And this don't mean me ignoring nobody or nothing. This ain't got nothing to do with none of that. I'm on a mission for God right now. You feel what I'm talking about? And so I don't want nobody to get personal about nothing. You know what I mean? And so I just want to let you know I love you and I appreciate you being back in another live. God bless you. Shelter volunteers say your tax money is going to corporate subsidies in a much greater proportion than it is going to social programs. I agree. You right, Shelter. You right. You absolutely right. I think only like 9 to 10% is actually going towards the minority that need EBT, the minority that need Section 8, the minority that need, yeah, you right. But still, the whole thing about working, and if you able to work. If you able to start a business, start a business. You ain't got to going to work ain't the only way to get money. But if you know that even a small portion of taxes, it ain't got to be the large majority. It could be a small portion, but even if you know a small portion of taxes is funding your lifestyle and you really don't need it and you really benefiting from it and you know you can work, that's a lot to a people who ain't got it all together. I said that's a lot. See, that small portion that you're referring to, my brother, of taxes that we paying, that going towards EBT SNAP, that's a lot for us. Yeah, it might be small on the totem pole. Yeah, it might be small on the, looking at it from a broader perspective. But in the end, it's still a lot because, it adds up over time. It adds up. It's all I'm saying. You feel what I'm talking about? But I hear what you talking about. You right, man. T Skrilla, what's good with you? True just made it alive. What's good with you, T Skrilla, man? I see you back in this thing, man. T, hope everything well with you, man. Hope the family well. Hope you good, man. And be careful out here, man. Real talk. Olivia say amen to that. Jesus is the only king. Man, all praises to the most high. D Django say facts 100. Speedy Rider 47. Double tap the screen and show some love. You already know. Hit the like button, man. Truth Rise and say 100 fire bullseye in this thing. Speedy Rider, don't idol worship Trump or no man. Please don't. Because Donald Trump ain't coming to save nobody. Real talk. He ain't. He ain't coming to save nobody. That man is already well off. And I'm telling you like this, if you knew like I knew, you would get closer to God, man. Real talk. Speedy Rider say facts, true 100. True Rising say 100. The motivator in this thing. What's good with you, motivator? It was finna kick off before the 19. Remember? It was. It was about to kick off before the 19. Especially after that George Floyd shit. Remember that, motivator? Remember that shit, motivator? When that George Floyd shit popped off, and then everybody all across the world, man, started riding the streets and breaking into buildings and shit. Remember that shit? And I was downtown too with the rest of people protesting for, police brutality and injustice and all these things and the way that we is being affected from police brutality. And then a year later, the 19 hit us out of nowhere. You can't tell me that shit wasn't planned. To keep people on track and to keep people distracted and to keep people from joining and banding and coming together, man. I'm telling you, man. They good at this game that they got going on. Speedy Rider 47 say it loud, fire, True Risings. Say 100, T Skrilla. You doing God's work, true. Thanks, brother. Always T Skrilla, man. All praises to the Most High, man. Real talk, man. We give all praises to the Most High. Nisi Shouty in this thing. Say demons planning generations. They do. They do. That's where they mark their territory for generations to come. See, it was already planned. Let me tell y'all something real quick. Do y'all know back in the early 1900s, the late 1800s, they already had this shit planned that's going on right now that we dealing with today? Don't get me wrong. Every now and then some shit might happen out the blue, like George Floyd, But the shit that you see that's stemming from them, directly from them, this shit was premeditated. And so they got something planned for 2050. They got something planned, man, for 2050. They got something planned, man, for the year 2060. They got something planned, man, for the year 2080. And the only how they plan is going to come to pass is if they keep us distracted. That's the game. If you can catch that, you can see exactly how the government works. If they can keep us distracted, then their plans will go according to how they want it. Okay? All this shit is premeditated. That's why they keep us distracted with NBA players, NFL players, the Super Bowl, the finals, BET Awards, the Grammys. All this shit is a distraction. They only keep us in a state of oppression, and they gain our power gain power over us by keeping us distracted. The moment we start coming together and banding together and seeing what's going on together, that shit spooks them. And it makes them hurry up to figure out something next to do to the people. And every time the people join the band together, they always come up with a plan to kill off thousands, if not millions of people. Yes, indeed. I know. I get my insight from the Most High. See, a lot of people be like, man, where do you get this research stuff from? I say, man, some of this stuff wasn't research, man. I get this stuff from divine order, man. I get this stuff directly from the Most High. And I'm telling you right now, when you connected with God, God will change your mind. Your consciousness will expand, man. You will start putting things together that didn't even happen yet. I said you will be able to see the invisible, to see the future. You can see shit like a prophet. You can be able to tell when something not right, when something about to go bad, man. And I'm telling you right now, a lot of this shit that's going on is premeditated and it was planned. Super Dave 44 say the gov is the pop in America. Definitely. Facts. Monasterio, Draco Reptilians. You already know they Draco Reptilians, brother. I'm gonna make a live about the Draco Reptilians, and we're gonna dive. We're gonna take a deep dive on that one, Draco. Monasterio. We're gonna take a deep dive on Draco Reptilians and how this thing go way back, bruh. I'm talking about these things know everything about us. Where you think we get technology from? Where you think we get AI from? Where you think we get all these innovative ideas from? You think this shit just come from man alone? This shit don't just come from man. This shit comes from the fallen angels, or what we will call the reptilians. And they whole construct of doing the trade-off. I'm gonna make another live about the trade-off. How the American government is in cahoots with the Draco Reptilians when it comes to power and when it comes to intellect and when it comes to technology. All right. This is where they get a lot of their ideas from. This is how they able to make smart cities, and all this shit is coming from the reptilians. But we gonna get into that on another live. Truth Rising say 100. Ramai Weezy. I can believe Kamala Harris is one for sure. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. The stereo say real shit though. Truth Rising's all praises. You already know that's our life in this thing. No amount of protesters and war wherever create a peaceful world. Only the amount of sacrifices and focus you put on yourself will create peace in your own world. I agree. That's what the lost failed to realize. I definitely agree, SR Life. Welcome back to another live. Good to see you back live in the joint, man. Hope everything well with you. Speedy Rider 47 say, we observing all this craziness. Like what? We need to focus on us, what matters, because they want us stressed. They want us stressed and confused. Don't give what they want. Don't give them what they want. Keep your head right, stay focused. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, they definitely want us stressed out. They definitely want us confused, and they definitely want chaos. They definitely want chaos. Okay? They definitely want it. And when they can't get it, they create it. They make it. Remember that. All right? Rami Weezy say the Most High is ordering what's to happen. Now, new earth is arriving. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's about to be out with the old way. The old world is dying, y'all. The old world is dying, man. It's dying right before our eyes. We just so happen to be in the generation of people that see this shit playing out in real time. It's dying right before our eyes, man. And it's always been chaos in the world. This is not the first time that chaos have hit the streets of America, or this ain't the first time that rumors of war broke out. It's been like this forever. And I'm saying, when do the change happen, man? We on the brink of something that we never seen before. And I'm telling you right now is the time to draw yourself close to the Most High, man. Real talk. Rami Weezy say, us chosen ones like Joseph are to rise up and to keep our people. We were born for such a time as this, end times. Keep your eyes on the Most High, not Trump's distractions. All praises to the Most High. See, the Most High activated. I said the Most High, man, activated the chosen seeds that was directly sent from heaven. He activated us, man. He activated us. You can be anywhere else in the world right now, Rami, talking about anything, but you right here talking about keep your focus on the Most High because he activated your spirit to speak up and to speak out and to be righteous and to take a stand for what's right. And I'm telling you, man, if you ain't got God in your life, fuck Donald Trump and all that bullshit they got going on. If you ain't got God in your life, man, you gonna be in for a rude awakening. And I'm gonna tell you like this. Just like, Exodus, when Pharaoh, was in a state of oppressing the chosen seeds, oppressing the people, oppressing Moses. And Moses kept saying, let my people go. God see exactly what's going on from then right now to this generation. And some people have been marked. Some people have been marked. Our doorsteps have been marked. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, the spirit of death is passing by God's chosen people. I said the spirit of death, man, is passing by God's chosen people because we marked. Our doorsteps have been marked with blood, man. And God said to the spirit of death, don't go to that doorstep. That's my people, man. That's my people right there. You pass them up and everybody else is getting hit right now. You feel what I'm talking about? They feeling the effects of the economy. They feeling the effects, even though we see and we aware as God's chosen people, we see what's going on. We aware of what's going on, but it's not bothering us. And we not worried. You know why it's not bothering us and we not worried? Because we have been marked as God's chosen people. You understand what I'm telling you? And that spirit of death is hitting everybody else who don't got the Most High by their side, man. That's what's going on right now, man. Real talk. Speedy Rider 47 say, I know some good, real people I consider trustworthy, but trustworthy that were Cherokee in my life. Yeah, man, my grandpa full-blooded Cherokee, man. Why you think my skin got a red tone to it, bro? It got like a brownish. You can't tell if I'm light skin, brown skin, or a little bit of red. You feel me? Like this, my natural hair. When I was younger, my shit was really red. You feel me? But it turned like that sandy kind of brown look. You dig what I'm talking about? But my grandpa, man, my mama, daddy, man, is full-blooded Cherokee, man. You feel what I'm talking about? And so, this shit is a part of my ancestry, man. This shit is a part of my lineage. You dig what I'm talking about? And to see what's happening right now, like I said, man, black people, we've been taking a stand and fighting for our rights and equality and justice. And I hate to say it, and I'm going to say it again. Black people, look, I get it. You want to help when you can and help if you can. But we got to learn how to let the Most High allow this to happen. And we got to kind of focus on what God wants us to do and let these people that's protesting and doing all this shit out here, focus on trying to get they, whatever rights or whatever laws they trying to get passed, whatever feelings they trying to get across to the government. Let them do that on their own, man. This ain't the time to be caught up into this bullshit. We need to focus on the Most High, man. Real talk. You feel what I'm talking about? And I feel bad for the Latin community and the Latinas and the Mexicans. You dig what I'm talking about? But this not our fight as black people. You know what I mean? This one ain't our fight. Real talk, man. And I'm being honest, and I'm really trying to, word this shit carefully, because I don't want to, I don't want to offend nobody. You know what I mean? I'm trying to word it carefully, but black people, man, native people and black people, we've been going through it and suffering for so long, man. So long. And we always been all we got. We don't have no allies. The only ally we got is the Most High. That's all we know is God. That's why we are very spiritual people. Native people, black people is very spiritual, because all we ever had was God. We never had nobody to fight for us. We had to fight for ourselves. If we didn't fight for ourselves and fight for what we want, shit wouldn't get done. You know what I mean? It's been happening like this since we stepped on this planet, man. And what I'm telling y'all is, what the other nations, not the other nations, but the other ethnicity groups is doing, God bless y'all, man. I hate to see this happening how it's happening. I don't agree with most of it. You dig what I'm talking about? But this not our fight as black people. You dig what I'm saying? Or natives. This not our fight, man. It ain't. It ain't. Monasterio say you right, true. Chaos has been foreseen way before me, and you're way before us, bruh. Man, bruh, it's been going down shit, man, since biblical times, man. Speedy Rider say, yeah, my spiritual gifts God gave me saved me more than once. 100. I'm grateful. Full for all God's help. Grateful for everything and every breath. Yeah, it's all about praising the Most High and understanding why you even allowed to breathe. I said it's all about praising the Most High and understanding why you even allowed to breathe to begin with. I ain't worried about what's going on in the world. I'm aware of what's going on in the world, but I'm not worried about it, because I know the Most High is going to navigate me in the right direction, to where the shit don't the shit don't hit me like it's hitting everybody else. And God gonna do the same for his chosen people. God gonna do the same for y'all out there who know y'all got God by y'all side. He gonna navigate us around the shit. Around it. Whoop, whoop, skirt, skirt. You know what I mean? And to each his own, man. And all I'm saying is, it's a sad situation. As a human being, as a humanitarian, you don't want to see this shit happening like this. You don't want to see people getting shot down in the streets and protesting because of they immigrants, or they wasn't allowed to be in a certain country at a certain time. And you know, it's just, I mean, but it's just the way it is. You dig what I'm talking about? And you know, if we would turn our hearts and our ways back to God, you wouldn't have to worry about fighting for yourself and all this shit like that. God will fight for you, man. God will be, your protector, the one that guides you, the one that leads you. But we think we can do it by ourselves. So God said, okay, go figure it out. I'll see you at the other end. I know you're going to be back. Jocelyn say, I think we need to separate church and state. Yeah, I agree. I think we need to separate church and state. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot I want to say about that, Jocelyn. I mean, it's sad the way how things is, and how everything has been in conjunction. Everything has been mushed together. Everything is mushed together right now. We in a very mushy society. You don't know who is who. You know what I mean? You don't know who is who. Like, that's why I say, man, I'm a keep saying it. Man, you gotta get God in your life, man. If you don't know him, man, I'm telling you, just meditate. Just meditate. One thing God would take you up for is you tempting him. If you trying to tempt God, God gonna show you his power, man. I'm telling you right now. That's why I say in the Bible, don't tempt the Lord thy God. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of this shit is stemming from us not knowing who God is. We don't have no connection with the Most High. So when you got a society of people that don't have no connection with the Most High, the enemy, Satan, the devil, is gonna come in and he gonna devour those people. Come on, man. Jocelyn say I'm full-blooded native. Yeah, shout out to you and um your background and your heritage and your and everything, and I'm half African a little bit because my grandparents was African, but my grandfather his parents was full-blooded Cherokee. So I'm like in between mixed, but I'm damn near full-blooded Cherokee. Cause the man, the man is his genes is stronger. You feel what I'm saying? In most cases. You dig what I'm talking about? And so I'm a little bit both. You feel what I'm saying? My mama broke it down to me and explained to me my background and my lineage and things of that nature, and showed me my grandpa pictures. And the dude had wavy ass hair, man. The dude shit looked just like a fucking Indian, bro. Like he was, you know what I mean? Like, and so his mama and his daddy was full-blooded Cherokee Indians and things of that nature. And so yeah, my mama gave me a little history lesson and things of that nature. And so this is my land, bruh. By bloodline, you feel me? I don't gotta put African American on my paperwork. I can put Native American on my shit. Yeah, it's on record. It's on file, man. It's on file, and a lot of y'all is natives too. A lot of y'all think y'all Africans, y'all natives. Y'all native to this land. Y'all indigenous to this land. But the reason why they want most black people in America to think that we Africans, because they don't want us to think that this is our shit. They don't want us to realize that this is our land. That's why they keep us thinking that we all is Africans. We is not all Africans. Okay? Some Africans did come over here. Some of them did. But we all is not Africans. That's a myth. And that's how they keep their dominance and control over us, because they make us all think that we Africans. We should be fighting for the motherlands. We should be fighting for what's over there in Kenya. We should be fighting for, the stuff that's in the Middle East. No, this is our shit right here. We indigenous to this land, man. And when you find that out, once black people take a stand and rise up and really find that out, a lot is gonna change, man. A lot is gonna change. Real talk. Unknown Truth say true. You already know Unknown Truths. Welcome back to the live, man. Hope everything well with you, man. Be careful out there, man. Speedy Rider say, guys, definitely got us. God got us, man. We protected. We protected, man. Real talk. What's that? Gerard. I just got into believe and understand God. I never believed in myself until then, big bro. Yeah, man. Look, give God a chance, man. Give God a chance. People give everything else a chance but God, because you can't see him or you can't see her. You give everything a chance. You give everybody a chance with your life, but the Most High. Think about that shit, y'all. That shit, it irritates my spirit. People give everybody a chance, but the Most High. People take plane flights across the nation. People get on planes and take planes across the world. Y'all understand what I'm saying? And they trust the pilot that they never seen before on the airplane to get them to their destination. I said they trust the pilot in the airplane, man. they never seen before to get them to their destination. But you can't trust the Most High because of you saying you never seen him or her before. Give God a chance, man. God will work miracles in your life, man. And even when it get hard, God is going to always be there to catch you in your fallen state as a human being. So all praises to the Most High, man. Real talk. Real talk. Speedy said, I had to repent and ask God for forgiveness for some sins lately. I'm trying to do better. I was made to see my wrongs, but God had grace and forgiveness for me when I repented. God is always waiting for you, Speedy, in open arms. Okay? Always waiting for you in open arms. Once you make it up in your mind to do what's right, God will be there waiting for you. Real talk. But you got to mean it in your heart, because God don't care about what we say out of our mouth. He pay attention to our actions, and he pay attention to what's in our hearts. So you got to mean it in your heart. Speedy say, we all fall, but I'm trying to do better. We all trying to do better, Speedy. And we all be tempted, and we all go through and face hard times and trials and tribulations, but you got to pull it together. You got to hang in there. All right? And you got to find yourself making progress as you move forward. I feel you don't understand I feel you don't understand yourself until you understand the higher up. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, because that's where most of your insight is going to come from. It's called divine intervention. A lot of your insight and the wisdom and knowledge you get is coming from God, man. Not man, not books. So when you allow yourself to stay spiritually connected to God, you're going to be 2 steps ahead of most people that's living, man. Remy Weezy say, I love how the Most High is sitting. I love how the Most High is setting the grand stage for his appearance. All eyes on I am me. Himself, Tupac, said it for us. Yeah, man, everything is breaking off right now, man. I'm telling you right now, everything is breaking off, and we don't know how long we got, Weez. We don't know how long we got, man. We got to stay prayed up, man. Real talk. Speedy say, I feel this way, true. If people can believe in ghosts and demons, then they can believe in God. But you know why they don't want to be, they don't want to believe in the Most High? You know why they don't want to believe in God, Speedy? Because, Speedy, let me tell you something. God is God is against their sins. That's why most people don't like to believe and reference the Most High. That's why it's a lot of atheists out here. A lot of people is scientifically into other shit. They don't believe it's a God. The reason why most people don't want to believe in God, because they know the Most High is not going to stand for wickedness. They know the Most High is not going to stand for hatred. And most people is hateful. Most people is wicked. And so that's what allows them to run from God, because they know the Most High gonna hold them accountable for their actions. They know them demons, them ghosts ain't gonna hold them accountable for how they treat other people. Them demons is gonna be parading and applauding them to treat other people disrespectful, to misuse and manipulate other people. God ain't gonna allow that. And that's why most people don't want to get on the program, or most people don't want to be aligned with the Most High, because they know that God is against wickedness, man. And most people out here in this world today is wicked. Wicked. Speedy Rider say you absolutely right, True Media. Speedy Rider say you, T Skrilla, you ain't never lied, True. Speedy Rider, yeah, that makes sense. And I love y'all. Y'all be careful out here. I'm going to end it at that, y'all. God bless y'all, man. God bless y'all. Y'all be careful. I wanted to pop in and just do a quick little live about what's going on in the world, and we got on the subject of talking about the Most High. And that's how God do. That's when when the spirit start moving, man, you can't reject it. See, we started the live off talking about the things of the world, Donald Trump and the protesters and all these riots. But you see how the Most High moved the chat to where we focus and dial back in on him is because we the true chosen seeds of the Most High, man. And we love God, man. And no matter what's going on around us, we gonna always honor and thank the Most High for everything he do. And I love y'all, and I thank y'all for everything y'all do. And God bless y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Stay in good spirits. You dig what I'm talking about? And I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.